Grindrod operates in 4 divisions, namely freight services, shipping, trading and financial services.
Indeed. So it came into prominence because of its preposterously fantastic earnings during the boom years in the shipping business. But to be fair to them, they've shifted a lot of that into the logistics space. Again, that's why it's here. And the other thing that's worth noting about them is they have Remgro as their anchor shareholder. It's come in
and that was after a rights issue in November 2011.
Successive, in fact, capital injections.
Market cap here of 12 billion rand, PE ratio of 15, dividend yield of 2%. Grindrod's an interesting one and has been a talking point for many years in the market.
Yes, I mean, it really did ride that wave, and you saw a key indicator of the health of the shipping market is that dry Baltic index. I mean, that soared, I think, to somewhere over 9,000. It's now at historical lows of 576. I had a look quickly, and the shipping sector is really in the doldrums. There's oversupply there. There's a number of large tankers out there that are looking for loads, and the rates have come down. You've got to take very long lead times in terms of deciding whether to buy a ship, and then you're really stuck with that ship. So it's a very tricky sector. I think they've actually done fairly well. The earnings were down a little bit in the shipping side. What has happened is that large rights issue, they really haven't deployed the capital at the moment. I think that, as I said, the long lead times, the significant infrastructure, so you're seeing a lot of short-term dilution of their earnings as a result of the increased shares in issue. And this is really quite a long-term play, really Africa infrastructure, African trade that they're looking to take advantage of. So from these levels, it may be interesting.
And the Remgro endorsement could be quite a solid underpin.
It is, and that's a plus, and people like that. Unfortunately, in addition to the shipping business, which is very cyclical and not looking great now, there's also an element of commodity trading where they buy cargoes and on-sell them and so on. They used to make quite a lot of money from that. Obviously, the commodity market's looking quite flat. The transition to logistics is not all that far advanced, and also financial services is quite small. So that's what the share price looks like. It did very well for many years. It got as high as 26 Rand a share, but it's looking a bit sick at around 18
Buying
now.
opportunity at these levels, and I ask you that when I say hot or not, Rowan?
Yeah, look, so it has derated significantly, and now the P is not that high. I think earnings are in a trough. There is some optimism coming into some of these sort of bulk commodities like the iron ore. Looks like it's bottomed out and prices are increasing, and that would benefit a player like Grindrod. If you believe in African trade and the expected growth of that, the Maputo port operations are pretty well positioned for that. So this is sort of a long-term 5-year secular growth story potential. I think at these levels it's a lot more interesting.
Hot? Is it hot or interesting?
I'm going to say hot.
Paul, hot or not?
I've been a bit negative about them, and I think I'm going to stay that way, so I'm going to go with not hot.
All right, so we don't have consensus again on this one.